Yeah, I'm a family man. I've got a family to look after and to take care of, but it's made easier by being part of a community, and I think it's such a benefit to be part of almost like an extended family group, as opposed to kind of my own upbringing, which was, mum, dad, 2 kids, the nuclear family, kind of like just that unit, and we didn't really, know neighbours on our street, and our grandparents, they were like an hour's drive away, so there's this small unit. And I had an experience when I was on my gap year in Sweden, living with a family, and they were part of a local ski club. And we would go on the weekends. We would go like skiing and orienteering with them. But every week, every Friday, they would have a club supper. And so I went along to the club supper, and they were serving some lovely rose hip soup, and with ice cream inside, an unusual combination. But that was what they liked in Sweden, and it was a wonderful thing. There was grandparents, there was kids, there was teenagers, and there was young families. And families with older kids, and everybody was there, and everybody got on, and it was so nice. And I kind of just had that. I was on my gap year. I lived there for 4 months. I got this glimpse of what could be, and what could be in terms of a sense of community. And I thought, well, I don't really have that back home in England. I don't have. I mean, I've got my parents. There's not a sense of being a part of a wider community, and having other kind of uncle or auntie like figures to kind of speak to and share problems with, But as I live now, I'm part of a religious community in Lesmahagow in Scotland, and so there's several families, and there's it is in many ways a multi-generational community. There's older couples who haven't had kids. There's families who've got older kids, families who've got younger kids, and there's single men, single women, younger, and kids. So I feel that's how humans are actually supposed to live. Supposed to live in community. It's more natural. It's how it's meant to be. It's how it's been for thousands of years. As a kind of a hunter-gatherer tribe, or a small farming operation. And historians tell us that you would have a small farm, 25, 30 people living there and working on the land together. And this is so that. It's a kind of a tribal situation, so this is natural, and although it's difficult to find these days, in modern cities and modern societies, I can't sing the praises any more than that it is something that's I value. I really value more so than any money or anything else but anyone could offer me wouldn't persuade me to leave my community and my support network of people, something that money can't buy. So some concluding words about the future of our particular religious organization, ISKCON. The International Society for Krishna Consciousness is a branch of Hinduism, which monotheistic. We're trying to share our faith and our practices with others. We're our doors are open. We're welcoming people to join us. And you know, the fact of the matter is that so many people, members of the public of Scotland and North of England, have contributed financially through all of the fundraising efforts of the Hare Krishna monks. You know, so there's a temple in Lesmahagow in Scotland, and there's other meetings that take place in most of the towns in northern England, and several meetings taking place in Scotland, Dunfermline, Perth. There's new gatherings starting up in other places like Dumfries and possibly Dunoon. There might be a new group starting. So yeah, I mean, I can't recommend enough the value and positive contribution that the spiritual practices have made in my own life, and also the metaphysical beliefs, the positive value they've had on my positive outlook, and eagerness to have a positive effect on other people's lives. So yeah, like the doors are open. The project is the temple and the community and the project are here only because of the generosity and kindness of the general public of Scotland. And so everyone who has ever contributed, whether it's just £1, whether it's even just 1 penny, maybe it's even just giving a smile to one of the hard-pressed fundraisers who is struggling to get any donations that day. Anyone who's even just give it a smile. We value and appreciate all of your contributions, and we welcome you to come and partake in the fruits of your donations and contributions, and the fruits of our labour as monks to make this a nice, wonderful community with a farm, with a temple. And we welcome everyone to come and sing with us, to chant the names of God, to sing, to dance, to enjoy delicious vegetarian food. Everyone, the doors are open, everyone's welcome. The temple is open every Sunday, 1:30, vegetarian lunch is served. There's yoga class at 11:30 every morning in Lesmahagow, followed by some music. So yeah, we welcome the world to come and join us in our worship of God, and to experience the joy of that blissful celebration. Hare Krishna.